morning, UCC. We've got Trigger in the building. Trigger, how you keeping, man?
What's happening, boy?
What's up? What's been going on with you, boy?
Yeah, just working at last. Working so long over the album, and it's too much work.
Fantastic.
All work and no play.
Tell me, when did the project start? When did this album project start, or is it the kind of everything that's been going on?
Originally, well, the actual material that's on the album has been over the last year, but originally started the kind of dream of it in about, I'd say, when was it? Late 2012, early 2013. And then I just kept pushing it back because I didn't think that the material that I was doing these days, was like relevant enough for the stuff that I'm doing. Like, so I kind of re-scrapped the whole thing, and then all the songs that are on it now. The oldest song is Top Gear, and all the rest of them have been either wrote or recorded in the last, I'd say, 4 months. Okay, so the whole project, the whole thing has been in work for about a year or two, so basically. Yeah. Are there any tracks on it that we know already, that we've heard already? If anyone knows my videos, they would have saw Top Gear, and as I already said, Let Them Know, and that one, Back to Basics. And I'm actually going to have a new video dropping this Friday called Celtic Funk, and I believe you have a snippet of that. But yes, we do indeed. Check it out. This is just a snippet from Celtic Funk.
With the drop fine line on the treasury of Cork City, I bring that Celtic funk, everybody rock with me. You know I stock 50s, come around the clock 60 seconds in a minute, but I haven't gotta stop quickie. These fellas yapping about rapping for a while, but they don't appreciate it, they acting hostile. They seen the gimmicks, never heard about the real thing. Ignorant the parables, just check their bling ring. I keep it real, I'm not into all that fake crap.
Not gonna lie, Trigger, it sounds hot, man. It sounds really.
It's more of a funky song, it's less about the stuff's going on in the place, and it's just the fact that it's kind of like a song that you'd make after making an album and just saying, like, kind of, I found my place kind of thing. Yeah.
And are there any songs that are deep to you on the album, just so we're aware?
Oh, the whole album, like Celtic Funk, if anyone is into hardcore kind of Irish hip hop, like, like about the streets and all this, is kind of, the whole album is kind of based around that concept. So just in case you're thinking that I'm after getting soft doing Celtic Funk, that's not the story at all. It's just Celtic Funk is just kind of a one-off for this album. The rest is just kind of stories and other things like that just kind of unfolded over time, and that's basically just what the album is kind of, the blueprint of the album is like that. Even if you look at the album cover, Trigonometry, it's just like, it's one of the estates at the north side. It just kind of tells it itself, really.
Yeah, fantastic. And speaking about getting soft, I was on Facebook there a few days ago, and I saw a picture of a record contract. Yeah. Do you want to talk about
that? Over the last year now, to be honest, I'm after getting a few kind of like management contracts, you could call them, and then I got another one offered from Dublin, but they're all semi kind of independent. Like, they'd be offering you, like, you can use the studio and blah blah blah, but you wouldn't really be getting paid. But
and that's based in, you have to move to America, would you?
Well, no, but these ones now were like in Ireland.
Oh, fantastic.
But the one that I got offered there, like, in the last couple of days was, it might be coming, but like, I mightn't actually agree to it, or like, it's actually, I'm kind of in negotiations at the moment. But they were promising me everything, so I don't really want to trust them. They're like, we'll fly you over and we'll be doing gigs, and you can have a VIP pass and you'll be getting paid this amount and this amount. But like, so you can't believe everything you hear. It could be just one of their pipe dreams, like, so.
Yeah, but go on. How tempting was it?
It's tempting, like, but to be honest, I'm getting it checked out first, because this could be just someone just the same as yourself, who just said, oh yeah, I'm starting up this company.
Yeah,
and
a chance, or like,
it could be a chance, or like, or, that's what I'm saying. You don't sign something away that unless like, I could be signing my life away from, do you know what I mean?
That's it. That's the thing. Like,
but being serious though, we'll see what happens over time. If something becomes of it, it's going to be great, and if not, then keep doing my own thing, like independent. I'm already after starting up my own kind of, like, you could call it independent label. It's called Rebel Army Records, where we're just after starting up, getting our own equipment.
And who's involved there?
It's Bukaldana. Anyone knows the beats, as I said before. He's doing all the beats, the production side of the things, and the recording side. And then we're working kind of on different producers then for actual mix and mastering. Like, we already have Jackknife J. He works with Lil Dialect. We had him on some Jerry Boy from ACR. Who else did we? I can't even think now offhand. But there's a lot of like the best producers around the country. I'm not settling for nothing but the best, and especially the next project.
That's fantastic. And speaking of working with producers and artists like that, is there anybody in particular you want to let us know that you're working with on the album? Or?
On the album, right, there's beats from Boney. I think there's 4 or 5. Just looking over the track list there now, we sent away the artwork today. who else is on it? Vocal Dawn, as I said. There's 2 beats from Pro P. He's a man from Manchester. Who else is on it? I think that's the majority of it. There's I got a couple of beats that I'm actually after recording, and it's on the way for the next album. The next album is already halfway done, like. But I got a few beats on that one from GI and them. But as far as this album now, it's just kind of basically Vocal Dawn, Boney, Pro P, and I got the intro and outro by Speculative Fiction. I kind of gave him a rough idea of just what I wanted, and then he kind of mixed it down, and he made it sound sick.
Spec has got a very unique kind of style. Alright, this is the part of the show where we drop Trigger in the shit. Who is the best producer?
In Ireland, or?
Ireland, yeah, fuck it, Ireland.
In Ireland, producer-wise. Well, I'm going to be biased, and I'm just going to say that I think Vocal Dawn is just lethal. Like, he made the beat now for Celtic Funk, for example. Yeah. Boney is serious. He's just underrated. Like, a lot of people don't know Boney makes a lot of his own beats.
Yeah.
Like, that one, let him know that was a Boney beat.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. That's fantastic.
Jury Boy, he's good at, he's mixing master now. I can't even think. Jackknife J is unbelievable. Like, he's after making, all the Little Dialects new stuff from, is it 1988? All that stuff. I think the majority of it is Jackknife J's. And even then I noticed, and he was mixing them, let him know. It's just, like, perfect. Like, it's just crisp, and he's just unbelievable. I'd like to work on him in the future, but we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. Right. The gig, that is next Thursday. This is in Spalpeen, Farnock.
Yeah.
Kicking off at 8 p.m, so kicking off at 10:30 because it's a hip hop gig. And
well, we'll say no. Doors open at 8 o'clock, just to be clear now. Doors open at 8 o'clock. The first act will be on at about 20 past 8ish.
Yeah.
And it'll be going on then until, I'd say, 11:30, and then hopefully afterwards I'm having, like a cypher with just to get the crowd kind of up on stage. Any rappers that will be there who want to get into it, because it's nice to have, if you go to a hip hop gig, it's nice to kind of be involved with it and feeling that you want it there, like.
Okay, fantastic. And it says here, G.I., Dylan Brickley, Mathematic, Speculative Fiction, Anthony Jackson, and more. Who are the more?
It's actually in works at the moment, because they had a couple of names. I'm not going to say them now because they couldn't make it. So, but it'll be announced. If you want to check out the Facebook page, it's Trigonometry album launch is the name of the page, or you could go on to TriggerRapArtist. That's my own like page, you could call it, and all the details from the gig or the album and the videos and everything are going to be up in that. Okay, fantastic. We'll throw that up. We'll throw it up on the Facebook page as well. Right, is there anything else you're working on, or is it just the album? Like, I know a lot of artists, they're multitasking, they kind of branch off into 100 different things. I'm up the walls, to be honest, at the moment, just between everything, but like, I'm just, at the moment now, I'm concentrating on just the album, because like, I don't want to, be concentrating on other things and then put my half heart into this, whereas I'm after putting my heart and soul into this, as you could say, not to sound cheesy, within the last year, and I just want to make sure everything's perfect on this one. But like, I mean, in my spare time, I was working on stuff for the next album. I'm not going to give away too much on that now, but yeah, the next album, I'd say, should be about, I don't know, you can just judge for yourself when it comes out. We're not going to say anymore, and I'm not going to release any dates like the last one. It's just when it's finished, and that's just it. Fantastic. Fucking, there'll be another album in a week now, and you're going to scare the shit out of us. It's just too much Trigger to handle. And gig is free entry. That's free entry, yeah. And free entry. We actually even have, I think it's in talks at the moment, but there's like free food and maybe a free shot on entry. We'll see. But you can't keep going in and come out just because it's free, like, just to get an extra shot. Don't tell them there's shots. Just, I know. Yeah. Well, they know now it's on the radio. Isn't it? Is there anything else we will be expecting from the gig? Just what are we looking forward to? Just if you want to go to an Irish hip hop gig, or even you could say a Cork hip hop gig, but an Irish hip hop gig, because we have Dublin artists, we have all different artists from everywhere, and this is the gig to go to. If you haven't been to an Irish hip hop gig, this is definitely the one to go to bring you into it. This will hopefully be the album launch of the year, or maybe not. Like, I'm not going to say more now because I don't want to sound cocky, but I have a plan down to a T, and I put a lot of work into it, so hopefully everything will go right. No, yeah, confident in your work. I was just saying to Sinclair there before the show, man, this is probably going to be one of the biggest hip hop gigs to hit Cork in a long time. Hopefully. Cork hip hop has been on a flat for a while, so yeah, we got to bring it back, but yeah, we're bringing it back. Well, you're bringing it back. I'm just trying. We're all doing it together without the help of DJs and everything to play my songs out there. That's what it's all about, Lee. That's it. And you got back from Club FM as well, which is really Club FM. Yeah, a big shouts to Club FM, and they were literally playing my song 24/7. Like, I'd say, I got told that my song was being played every time it was on the radio, about 4 times within 2 hours there when it dropped first. But that was just kind of a preview. The video to Celtic Funk, now that song will be out. I think I have a release of 6:30 on this Friday, just to be precise about it, in case anyone wants to check it out. But it'll be all over Facebook, and hopefully it'll do well.
Okay, that's fantastic, man. And okay, so Trigger's album launch for Trigger's album Trigonometry is Trigonometry.
Sorry,
Onyx.
Onyx, this is the same question you asked me in here last time. I actually didn't know, to be honest. Like, I only be kind of listened to Onyx lately, which is ironic because I supported them there about 4 months ago or something. I was thinking they're going to give me a hit in the face just because I robbed their album name. Nah, but it's just kind of like, I knew who called the mathematics of the streets kind of thing, not to sound cheesy, but that's just what I brought from it. Yeah. And my name is Trigger, so it was bound to kind of happen eventually, whether it was a song or the album. So that's it. And it's Trigonometry. It's the different word. It's not Trigonometry. We're not talking guns here. Like.
No,
we in Compton.
All right, that's Trigger. Album launch is next Thursday, kicking off at 8 p.m. Well, doors are open at 8 p.m. That's October 23rd. It's free entry. We've people like G.I., Dylan Brickley, Mathematics, Spectral Fiction, Anthony Jackson, and a few other guests that he doesn't know about yet.
Well, I know about them. It's just I'm not going to release them yet because that'll bring you down there.
That's the thing. We got to go down just for the
excitement, spontaneity.
That's fantastic. Trigger, man, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you again. It's great.
Nice one from me on, but
you've seen a storybook ending before it even starts. It's a story of deception and family ripped apart. I know it cause it ripped through my gaps, block of flats. Neighborhoods hit the drug, now they're living like rats. I seen it first hand, my neighbors couldn't get enough. Do anything possible, whether true or a bluff. Robbing and pocking and killing, the crime rate is rocking. And nothing nowadays seems surprising or shocking. And adverse effects brings long-term complications. A buzz that will bring long-term altercations.